Hey, what is up, everybody? I am here to give you a video today. As you can tell, I ended up getting a haircut. That's something new. I got a haircut. My older sister gave me a haircut. It's free, no money. That's cool. I even got the shave on the facial hair, so I'm a new man now. Um, and I'm here to give you guys a video today. Um, and before I do that, though, I want to give a couple of shout-outs to some subscribers out there that have been supporting me over the past week. And I figured I'd give them a shout-out because I like the support, so I figured I'd give them a shout-out. So, let me get right into it. Starting off with the first one. The first one is Lunatic Fringe Abdul G. I don't know how to say the last name, but that's the first one. And I've subscribed to him. And I'm going to post his video right up here, Lunatic Fringe Abdul G, in the annotation, so you can check that out. And he's been commented on my YouTube videos as of late, saying they're really cool. He really watches them a lot. He looks forward to seeing a lot of my wrestling videos. So I figured I give him a shout out there. I think that's really cool. And I want to thank you for the support. And if you can do whatever you have to do to get this channel out there. He's commented before, too, on my non-wrestling channel, Owen the Talkinator, which you can check out on the left right here. And I think that's really cool that he did that, and I'm really happy about that. You can also subscribe to another YouTube channel called Tyler Ford. And I'm going to post his channel down below right there. This is actually pretty cool. So yesterday I was on Xbox Live. I was on the Xbox One, and I was watching some YouTube videos. And the weirdest thing is I get a party invite from this. Well, I didn't know who it was, but it was from this guy, and he actually ended up inviting me to a party. And at first I wasn't going to accept it because it was a stranger, but I figured, why the hell not just accept it? That's what the whole purpose of Xbox Live is, to play with people you don't particularly know. So I ended up accepting his party invite, and he knew who I was because of my non-wrestling channel, Owen the Talkinator, which is, right there. And he says he watches my videos all the time. He watches a lot of my SpongeBob reviews. His cousin even watches me. His one of his friends. His whole family. Apparently, I'm really big in Maryland because a lot of people at his school know who I am. They watch my videos and they talk about me for hours, so that's pretty cool. Makes me feel like a celebrity right there. And he even talked. If he's even seen a few, we even talked. He even talked to my friend Isaiah, who's also been on a video on this channel and a lot of videos on my non-wrestling channel, which is right there. Right there. And I think that's really cool. And yeah, that's really cool. So, and then another one you can subscribe to, which you can subscribe to. On the right here, right there, is Oh Yeah 1591. I think it is. Let me check. Oh yeah. Yeah, Oh Yeah 1591. He also commented on my video saying he was like my biggest fan, and I think he was on that Xbox Live chat, so you can subscribe to them and support them. Thank you guys for the support, and I think that's pretty awesome. So now let me get to my video that I want to talk about. This video is going to be on Tough Enough, WWE Tough Enough. I haven't really been up to date on it. I missed 2 episodes because 1 week I was watching Raw and I wanted to get that up there. Then last night I was watching TNA Impact Wrestling and I wanted to get up to date with that. So now that I'm up to date with all things currently with WWE and TNA, I figured I watched Tough Enough. I gotta watch 2 episodes, so I'm gonna review 1 episode on this video, and then the next review will be on the next Tough Enough video. Episode 3 will be on the next one. So this is season 1. No, it isn't. It's season 6, episode 1. I don't know the name of the episode yet, but I'll tell you when I watch it. And as it goes to commercials, I'll come back here and give you my thoughts on it. But I think it should be pretty good stuff, so I'm gonna have to wait and see. Okay, so this episode is called Swamp Stories, and now that I've seen it, well, at least the first half of it, I know why. But the episode starts out, we get Chris Jericho as the host, and Renee Young was there too. I think they're like co-hosts, but he doesn't say that Renee Young's a host, but she's there, so. And we get the judges of Daniel Bryan, Hulk Hogan, and Paige. And they're talking about what they want to see from them this week. Daniel Bryan wants to see some characters from them because he really feels like they're not being themselves. He wants to see them be themselves. Paige wants to see somebody be a character. He feels like she doesn't feel like anyone's really giving her really much. They're just kind of being bland right now. And Hulk Hogan says that he sees that they have this passion, but we're going to take it from them, and there's going to be 2 left standing. So then it cuts to the Tough Enough part when we see all the contestants are talking about how Hank got eliminated last week and Joshua was there, but he said it was just all about patience, and everybody wants Diana to get eliminated because they don't feel like that she wants this. She wants to go home because of a whole fiance situation, and everybody wants Amanda. Diana wants Amanda to go home because she's talking about how it's not about just how many squats you can do and stuff like that. It's about being the Barbie doll, and she says that that's not what it is about. Gabby and Diana still aren't seeing eye to eye, and then Patrick and Alex start arguing because Alex feels like that you don't have to know the history about the WWE. You don't need to know about the history because he's going to make his own history. But Patrick says, well, you can't just go into something not knowing the history because you don't know how to create new history if you're making history. So they kind of start arguing. She says that you shouldn't just not go into something not knowing anything about it. And then we get the first challenge. The contestants have to go to the swamp area, and we see the coaches, Billy Gunn, Lita, and Booker T, and they talk about how they have to take risks when it comes to it. Lita had to take risks all the time when she was in the ring, wondering whether or not she was going to get injured and ever be able to wrestle again. So what they have to do is they have to swim across this swamp, and it has like snakes and alligators, which is good for ZZ because he wrestles alligators, so that's cool for him. And they have to go on this boat and get the NXT championships and swim back with them. And then, so they start doing that, but we find out that Patrick can't swim, but he still goes for it anyways. But yeah, he can't swim, and they start swimming. Diana makes it back before anybody else because she was on like the high school swim team. But she makes it back before anybody else. Josh cheats. He was supposed to go back the way he came, but he pretty much just kind of cheated with that. People had to save Manda, I think his name is, and Alex. They really couldn't swim. And Booker T and Lita start laughing at Patrick because he can't swim, so they throw him like a life jacket. And he actually was struggling in shallow water, which was really funny. Diana got freaked out, too, when the alligator was looking at her, which I would have gotten freaked out, too. And then the competition's over. Then Dario, I think her name is, Billy Gunn goes off on her because she came back and she wasn't holding the NXT championship. So he gets pissed about it, saying that what if you would actually want a title and we had to rely on you to hold that title. So he gets pissed about that. She said that she would have done anything to win that competition, but yeah, that was really it. That was the whole challenge right there. I really liked this part of the episode. I liked the swamp part, and I liked everything pretty much. I thought this was good stuff. Okay, so we see that Gabby sent a tweet, and she created herself in the newest WWE video game, I'm assuming, WWE 2K15, and she created herself, and she's having like a match on that game against Nikki Bella. And she said that's like a dream match for her, is to wrestle Nikki Bella. Then, everybody's back at the house. Josh was having an argument with that big guy, I don't remember his name, about whether or not he really won the competition. And he said that he did what he had to do to win. It's a win's a win. And Booker T even said before this was over that that in this business you have to take any wins means necessary. You pretty much have to do whatever you have to do to win. So then Georgia is talking to fuck, I don't know her name. Not Gabby. Not Diana, but let me look. Let me look. I can't remember her name. It's the girl that's the UFC fight that was in the MMA. Let me see if I can look this up real quick. I gotta remember these names. These names are killing me. Hold on. Alright, I'm getting there. Okay, I'm getting there. Alright, hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. It's coming, it's coming. Oh, come on, will you please show your name, please? Dahlia. I think that's how you say it. Yeah, so she's talking to Dahlia, and they're pretty much saying that Dana cheated to win that competition because she didn't go to she went to the raft instead of going to the boat to get the NXT titles. So they pretty much are gonna work together to try to take Diana down, pretty much. And she makes a joke about how she loves her women because she's actually a lesbian. So, and then Diana and Gabby are talking. They pretty much make up because they realize that everybody in this competition hates her and hates both of them. So they pretty much make up. They're not really friends, but they're keeping their enemies closer since they have bigger enemies. And then Patrick comes over and says, "You guys should kiss and make up because that's the whole point." But he's pretty much, you know, feeling a little horny. He wants to see some girls make out. And they refuse, and then he tries to get Gabby to kiss him. And then Matta calls his wife and son at home, talks about the competitions and stuff like that. And he has a nice moment with his son saying that he could be his tag team partner in WWE one day. And then the Tough Enough contestants go to the Performance Center, which it's really cool to see the Performance Center. Finally, it really is awesome to see that. I don't know if I've said that. And they see Roman Reigns there, and he introduces himself. It goes through like a little bit of a montage of his career. And he says to win this, to be in the WWE, you have to learn to take bumps because it's not easy. It hurts to get body slammed by somebody. And he says that you guys aren't ready to take my moves yet, the Superman punch and the spear, but he has a friend at NXT, and Bo Dempsey and Ty Dillinger are in the win, and he says that if you can take this guy's finish, you should be fine. I'm assuming this is going to be a challenge later on, and Bo Dempsey does his finish where he goes off the top and slashes on you, and he does that to Ty Dillinger, so I have a feeling, and he says that Ty Dillinger can't even really breathe right now, so yeah, that's that. And then Chris Jericho gets the judges' opinions on it. Daniel Bryan talks about how it's crazy. They're doing all this stuff. Paige is liking the way Diana is coming out. Even though she complains a lot, she gets the job done. And Hulk Hogan, I forget what he says. He said something like these guys aren't having the passion or something. I forget what he said. But that was about it. I thought this was pretty good stuff so far. Okay, so next the coaches have the contestants do a bump, you know, to teach them how to do a bump right because they don't really know how to take them yet. And they do it. They have to fall back and put their hands like this, as you normally see in wrestling. And Booker T told Patrick that he had the best one. And some people did it right, some people didn't. ZZ did it right, but it hurt him. And then they had to do it off a platform, off the top turnbuckle on the other side of like the Performance Center. And Lita said that she wouldn't do this because in 2002 she ended up breaking her neck, which I do know about that. And they could have, and she wouldn't blame you if you back out, but nobody really backs out. Everybody starts doing it. Patrick does it the best, in my opinion. And Joshua got a little cocky about it, as normal, because he's a cocky motherfucker. And then Diana gets up there, and Billy Gunn asks if she's scared, and she hesitates and says no. She says she's not scared of heights. She keeps saying it, and she takes forever to fall off. She obviously is scared, and when she falls, she messes up, and everybody laughs at her. And everyone's just like, come on, you took in forever. All you have to do is just fall back. Everyone kind of gives a shit about it. Not actually there, but, you know, when they cut away and talk by themselves. And Booker T said, you all did a great job today. Patrick did the best one, and Lita says that Georgia, or Gigi as she called her, did the best one for the woman. Billy Gunn tells him that this could be the last week that you're here, and you have to put it on the line each and every night. And he says that, you know, yeah, good luck. Pretty much the same thing that he's been saying. But I thought this was pretty good stuff here. Okay, so, Diana and, Daria aren't really getting along. However you say Daria's name, I think that's how you say it. And she calls her Daria calls her princess again. Diana gets pissed about it, says that you're not showing me respect. And Daria says that you always act like a princess. And then Diana just leaves. She goes to talk to Gabby about it. She starts talking shit about Daria, pretty much. And says that she doesn't like any of these girls here. And Daria and somebody else, Amanda, come in, I think her name was. And they all get into a big argument talking about how they don't want this, saying that you should be that you're planning your wedding. Diane, and they talk about how she was afraid to fall back on the ropes, and Diana says that I could fall off, we could both fall off the cliff, and I could beat the shit out of you. So then eventually, she just says fuck him, and then she switches rooms with ZZ, because she's not getting along, which is good for ZZ because he pretty much gets to share the room with all the girls and stuff like that. But yeah, that was about it. Then they go through everybody. And I just thought of something. They just showed Sarah Lee, and I haven't seen anything from Sarah Lee on this show. Like, nothing. I haven't heard of her. Maybe she's been on it and I haven't noticed, but I haven't seen anything from Sarah Lee, so I just thought that was a little weird. She should just get eliminated. We're going to have to wait and see what the judges say. It's up to the judges who are the final three. It's up to us. Okay, so, the next thing that happens, the judges start to ask the contestants some questions. So Daniel Bryan calls up, Alex and Patrick, and he asks about, you know, the whole thing where you don't have to know anything about the business. And Alex says it's not about the knowledge about what you're doing, it's about the skill. And you know, if you have all the knowledge but you have no skill, then you're pretty much not going to make it in the business. And Patrick says he agrees with that, but I think he should have some knowledge about the WWE because he loves the WWE and he needs like a backup plan if he got injured or something. Daniel Bryan agrees, but Hulk Hogan disagrees because you have to know at least who wrestlers are and stuff about the business to be able to succeed in the business. So Hulk Hogan disagrees. And Paige calls up Sarah Lee and Amanda, and she says that these two have been like, you know, the couches, the people that have been the backseat to all the contestants, which is true. Sarah Lee, I haven't seen anything from her. She says that. And she says that Amanda's just Daria's what she call her, bodyguard, or she's just like her friend. She's the person that is just behind Daria. And Hulk Hogan asks ZZ about Hulk Hogan asks ZZ about what's going to happen when he's now staying in the women's locker room, and he says that he's going to make sure that, you know, he realizes that when they're on fire, when they're mad, they're going to be hot, they're going to be angry at him, but when he is when they're sweet, you know, they're going to be really sweet. So, and then they ask why Diana's staying, but you couldn't really hear what she said. I think her mic kind of cut out. And everybody, one of the judges, I think it was Hogan or Paige, I forget which one, calls up Daria, Matta, and Alex, and they get pissed that they didn't finish the competition. Well, that Alex and Matta didn't finish it, and that Daria just left the NXT championship in the bottom of the river. And they get pissed about that, and Daria says, "Well, I had one fail, and I'm gonna not fail anymore. I'm gonna continue to succeed." And Paige says, "Well, that could be all you need." So then the judges have to call up the people that they want to get eliminated. Daniel calls out Alex because, you know, of the whole thing where he has to at least know something about the business and how he didn't finish competitions. Paige calls up Sarah Lee, you know, for obvious reasons. We haven't really seen her much in the competition. And Hulk Hogan calls up Diana because she can't get along with anybody, and that's what you're going to have to do when you're in the locker room with people in the WWE and, that stuff like that. and how she just backed out of. She completely lied about stuff. She lied about how she wasn't afraid of heights, but then she completely backed out of the challenge. Was afraid of the water, but since she was a high school gymnast. She was a pro high school swimmer, and that's the three that are gonna possibly get eliminated. Since I can't vote, I'm just gonna predict right now who I think is gonna get eliminated. Who I want to stay. That's who I vote for. It's a tough one. I'm gonna say Sarah Lee's gonna get eliminated though, but I'm gonna pick Alex to stay. Even though I don't like really any of these guys, Sarah Lee. I haven't really seen her enough. Alex. I actually like Alex. I don't mind him. He has a good point, I guess. I just think you have to at least know something about what you're doing before you actually go into it, which is what Hogan even said. And Diana, I'm just not really liking. So hopefully, I'm going to pick Alex to stay. But we're going to have to wait and see. Okay, so now the contestants that have been eliminated, Sarah Lee, Alex, and Diana, all get a chance to save themselves by cutting like a 30-minute promo. Something's up with the camera, but I don't know. Yeah, Sarah Lee says that even though she hasn't been showcased, she doesn't really want to fight with everybody. She just kind of wants to just be there, but she does have respect for a lot of the WWE divas of the WWE itself. And she feels like that she has the passion and the drive to do this. And Alex says that I forget what he says, but he says that out of the two that he could pick to get eliminated, he said Diana. And then he cuts his promo. I don't really remember what he says. Diana says that she has drive, determination, honesty, and other things to stay in the business. She doesn't even use her 30-second promo, which I thought was weird. If I had that much time, I'd try to say as much stuff as I can. And the judges gets to use their save. They choose not to. So then we find out who is going to be going home. And it ends up being Alex, which I was shocked about. I thought it was going to be Sarah Lee because she hasn't been showcased that much. But I guess it was Alex. I can't really blame him. I only picked him because I don't like Diana. So, yeah. But that was the end of the episode. Alex is gone. And that was about it. This episode I thought was pretty good. I actually liked some stuff that happened in this episode. I liked that whole the whole swamp challenge, the turnbuckle challenge. The stuff with Diana and Daria is actually pretty good stuff. I don't mind it. The stuff with Patrick and Alex I thought was good stuff. That's like stuff you should be pissed about. And those other things I liked. So that's pretty much it, guys. You can click right up here to check out my non-wrestling channel called Owen the Talkinator. You can click right here on the right to check out my CM Brothers channel. You can check down below for my friend James the Heatman Hebert's YouTube channels. He has two of them. One down below, it's called James Hebert's /side 95. I forget. But it's down below, so you can check it. And then you can go right there to check out his Wayman Through Wrestling channel, which I've appeared in a few videos, and I'm going to be making an appearance in this fall. And that's pretty much it, guys. You can click down there to subscribe, and that's pretty much it, guys. See